Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Smith. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Whoa.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts throwing again. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Really had Pitts gone.
Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Here's Penix.
Oh my God, he gonna overthrow the shit?
That's in the hands of Moore. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They go play action. Here's Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson.
Oh.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 34. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Falcons with some work to do, trailing in this game. On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
For sure.
From the 21.
String cheese, I don't know who you are, but I was with my friends. Okay. What up, Rob? Yeah, Madden String, let's work.
Chance to tie it before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
I was like, who is that?
On the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Yeah, man, I'm playing Madden. I'm in a franchise too. I did a fantasy draft with in a franchise fantasy draft. The Patriots, the Falcons were taken already, so.
offense ready to begin this drive.
Yeah, it's online. Yep. With Lido Gaming.
Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's
it's a season. I haven't had my first game yet because it's almost full too. Like like almost all the teams are chosen.
Second and 4. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I haven't played we're in week 2. I didn't play my first game because nobody was on the team. I simulated it and I won. But we simulated it and I won.
Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field
I'm in week 2.
that you could depend on.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
you missed that stream. Yeah, I was up for like 5 hours picking my team. My team's pretty decent. Came out 84. We're pretty good overall. Good on offense, good on defense. Pretty much got an 80 overall at every position damn near.
First and 10.
Including 2 corners and all that good shit.
He's on the move.
Almost, come on.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Damn. Yeah, well, the stream is still up, man, if you want to look at it.
First down throwing for Hurts.
Oh, my God. So open.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him locked in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
To the line we go.
Unfortunately, they took my QB I wanted, so I had to go with Anthony Richardson. I got Anthony Richardson. I was picked number 7. Jaden Daniels got picked before I picked, so I took Bijan first. I got Bijan.
Running back sent in motion.
And then I got Bijan.
First of their 3 timeouts. They'll
Nico.
have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
Fuck, I got Nico. I got Christian Watson, Calvin Austin. I got Chase Brown too. I got Johnny Smith at tight end. At DN, I got Nick Benito. I think I picked Nick Benito, left outside linebacker. Yes, I put him in my outside linebacker. I think I picked him like round 4. Yeah, for sure. Got him.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts.
Oh my God, he's so open.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
That's a cheese.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle.
Yeah,
and
got
the
Benito.
Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
That's my fault. I'm over here talking shit. We good.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Yeah, you know, raw RB usually don't go. Yeah, you're right. For sure.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Yeah, they got like Micah for sure. Yeah, you go crazy.
Penix on first down. Has it downfield working the left. And he flips the field for them before
yeah, you can do
being
trades.
taken down. Timeout taken by the offense.
I got Drew Tranquil.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left.
On defense, I got Justin Reed, Christian Gonzalez. Oh, I got Christian Gonzalez too. I got a corner first early too. So yeah, that's my corner.
Return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
I'm talking right now here.
Shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
I'll take this crazy sack, man. Fuck, Shada. What is you doing?
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash.
Almost fucked that up.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are
my team's pretty good, man. I got fucking
every bit of his strength.
My defensive line pretty decent. I got what's it called? What's the Wilkins?
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
You got practice in the morning. Respect.
Joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Yeah, I got you. I'll tell you. You're not clicking.
And this drive will start inside.
I got you. You got to remind me. As soon as the game over, message me, bro. And be like, hey, show me the roster. I got you. Everybody's like 85 and shit. I'm at 84 overall right now.
Going right side, Robinson with it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
No, this not that league right here. This is online. This is online regular rate.
Penix working from the gun.
Oh, that's horrible.
Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney.
Ooh, boy, big play. Slay didn't make the play.
Short of the first.
I'm boxed. I had Drake on the tee. I gotta make reads. I'm throwing crazy shit.
Last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Penix on 3rd down. Caught by his back.
Yeah, catch that block. We out.
And he's brought down.
Kobe Dean. Oh yeah, I got him. No, hey, I got the Kobe Dean on the team with that fast, with his speed ass. Shit, he better be hawking shit down just like that. But I got him. I got some good speed at linebacker. Devin Bush.
From a yard shy of midfield. A tight end in motion.
Run that butt pump fans. What's that?
Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Run that ball.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I don't know what play that is, brother. Run that butt pump fans. Oh.
If you get this game going
Run
right
that
at the
butt
heart of
pump
their
fake.
defense,
Okay, I got you.
Start to break their will and break their pride.
Play action. Here's Penix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd down, give to Robinson.
Hold the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yard.
I had to overcome 2 fumbles last game.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards.
Man, I'm thinking about it. I need to try something different.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing a southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed
and
his finishing ability at the quarterback.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Milton Williams making the stop. Call it 1 yard on the play, and that leaves him with 3rd and 14. Penix here from the gun. Pitts brings it in.
Oh my God, no, he didn't get it.
He's marked out. length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Back to throw it. He's got it to his running back. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Yo, yeah, I had with me real quick. We here. Don't stop, man.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Come here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt.
All right, come on.
And the Falcons will take over.
They're
set up at the 35 now. Penix now on 1st down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the shotgun, Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's a goddamn.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Falcons holding on to a field goal lead. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead.
Turnover on downs. He can fumble that shit out of bounds.
The finish line.
I don't give a damn. Here we go.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
20.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That goes as a 40-yard pickup, and it gets him first down. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 48. A bit of desperation on this. Brought in inside the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
One 1st down, man. One 1st down. Come on.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Like a bitch. Here we go.
Again, left side. Here's Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's complete to London.
Ooh, good hit, boy.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They send a tight end in motion. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
GG, man.
The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
There's still some time.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you the roster after this, sweet string cheese. for
is
the
that the defense is helpless to stop
franchise.
You could just
so you how
run
your
that
kid
clock
be
down
drafting,
as
man.
far as you're able and take off every
Yeah,
single
Madden.
second.
What's going on?
They can't end it with a knee, but this would run out some
Damn,
clock.
why did I put it on?
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Dude.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running left is Robinson. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 4th and 4. Setting up to pass. Got him, man. It's London. And he's going to go down right along the midfield
Yeah, he
stripe.
quit. I tried to throw him a pick 6.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road.
I tried to throw him a pick 6,
And
Chad.
finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths.
And gave up, man. Never give up, Chad. You never know.
Any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close they...
Let me show you the roster real quick, Swing. If you're still in here. String, I meant. Robert. Anthony Richardson, he was a 73, 74, he going up, you know what I'm saying? Got his working on his accuracy for sure. Getting that together, you see. So we got Bijan and Chase Brown. Fullback, oh yeah, I picked him up in free agency. Got AJ Dillon as my fullback. That's crazy numbers. Hand that off. Nico, Christian, Calvin, Jahan, McCaffrey. They alright. They mid. They got room to grow. All of them young though. See, look at the years. They young. That's why I got them young. Doing franchise, doing like a dynasty. Yeah, I was trying to get Worthy from some dude. He wants Chase Brown. I wanted to get Worthy, but he wants to give. I want to get Worthy. I want to give him Chase Brown and Calvin Austin for like Worthy and Curran, Blake Curran, the backup running back for the Rams. But he wants to get Christian Watson for Worthy. Basically, he want to give me Worthy and Curran for Christian Watson and Chase Brown. I'm not doing that. I got to keep Christian Watson for that speed and that height. But tight end, we got Janu. He went crazy last year. I'll take that. I feel like he's a better blocker too. There's a lot of tight ends. So we got him at left tackle. See, my line's decent. He's ass because my dude got hurt. I think my dude got hurt. No, I just don't have a left guard. Damn. See, oh yeah, I do got Ramchick somewhere. He's not on the. Oh, there he is, right tackle. But I think he's hurt. So I got some guys out there. So I got him at left outside linebacker or left end. Or I got him at left end. Okay. And then I got him at right end. Christian Wilkins, pretty decent. Then I picked him up late. Nobody wanted to get Cameron Jordan, so I picked him up late and put him at my D tackle. Fuck it. And I got him. He's alright, but I see him being an 80 eventually. Linebackers is decent. Yeah, I got Christian Wilkins. I got him playing right end. Got Benito playing left end, which is good because sometimes I drop him out in coverage and got him spying. So Benito, he gonna be spying on the hell out of somebody. And I got pretty much good speed at linebacker. See, look, 76. He, pretty young. He's ass, but Dean. Yeah, or I could have had Benito there, but he's not good coverage. So I want my linebackers to be pretty much coverage linebackers. But Drew Tranquil, he's pretty quick. All of them quick. Shit, really. All of them have 90 acceleration and at least 87 speed. So my cornerback, gotta have a lockdown. I got him. Picked him up late. People kept sniping my cornerback, but all my cornerbacks are like 6 foot and they 91 speed at least. Look at that, 91 speed, 6 foot. Boasting them, they decent. He's fast as shit. I picked him up. He's fast as shit. I'm alright. I'm nothing. I kind of messed up, but I did decent. 84 overall. We're good everywhere. I'm ready to put him on the field. I'm ready to put him on the field, dog.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. Here's Avery Williams on the return.
Did it.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Chased out to his right. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I need space to miss you.
Another carry for Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Working inside the red zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the air to start us off. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect to a takedown. So that brings up 2nd down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Throwing is Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Fucking go, AJ, come on.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Ken, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the 30 on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Penix on 1st down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Wow, again they don't snap it before the play clock runs out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They strike for 23 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. We send a man in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They kick the running back in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. From the gun, Stroud. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Penix here from the gun. Stays. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First down, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Second and manageable. He's throwing. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Penix now on first down. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for a Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans will take over with a long field ahead. They're at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Right here, one time. Show them what they're made of, D. Gonna run it here.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Back to throw it. He has the 1st over the middle. The ball is out. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. They did it! He made the interception! And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th! Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Finds a seam down the middle. No one around. He's got space. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Back to throw. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown Atlanta. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
He's going to field this at the 2. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the return is brought down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached. Because
oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Here he is to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll run it with Bijan. A lot of grass ahead. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So the penalty yardage moves him a bit closer here for 3rd and goal. Robinson. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in where it really mattered.
take it away. Here's Pinion. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. He'll look to throw it. Complete to Dell. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
They get plays, I make plays, chat. You got 2 lucky-ass picks. I got alert. And 2 box picks. 4 subs away from 700, man. If y'all haven't, y'all drop a like, drop a sub. Let's get to it, man.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Here's Avery Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
See him.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On first down, here's Penix. Able to get it to Moore. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Robinson. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, smash Broncos. Riggs.
Another one for Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So before they get the snap away, we reach the... Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Here he is on 3rd and long. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw his Hooker. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Falcons with 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Finds a man right side. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the shotgun, Penix. It's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Third down to give to Robinson. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Fourth down, here's Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Penix on first down.
Oh, my God. No way they let him drop
It's
that.
intercepted.
No way they let him
And the
drop that,
Lions
bro.
get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Now here's Hooker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're going play action. Lobbing this into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut it to just a point before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
First pick.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Best safety in the league, bro.
First and 10 now from the 30.
And then a rookie or whoever the fuck he is threw it. What?
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. David Onyemata there for the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
Okay, audible.
2nd and 10 now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And that will not be enough for a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 9. At the Falcons, 37-yard line.
From the 37. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
But the
biased.
success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Here comes Williams on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Robinson on the inside give. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Penix. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. Ain't touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. They go play action. Here's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Play action. Here's Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Working quickly here. Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Falcons losing by 7. They'll come up 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they reach second down. Here he is to throw. Pass is caught at the 9. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That
one right down the middle.
But I'm going to play the best defense I can, bro.
Things up at 14.
I got to stay over top of fucking Jameson Williams, bro.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion.
That's one thing for shit, sure. I wouldn't be surprised he ran it out. Yeah, bring it out. Shit, might as well. Strip his ass.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.